Hi, thanks for joining me. This is Angie at ChicnScratch, and today is Wednesday, November 19th, 2025. If you're watching this live, let me know if you can hear me. This is the cute project that we're making tonight. And notice how it says blessing mixed with a couple question marks at the end. So I'll explain that in just a few minutes. Okay, so Erica's here. Hi, Erica. Can you hear me okay? Oh, I guess I can take this off of here now. Let's see. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna post. I know this is not our normal night. Thank you guys for showing up tonight when it's not my normal night. I did not feel well at all yesterday. I do feel better today. Extremely tired though. I didn't sleep let's see. Okay, I slept last night, but not the night before because I was so sick. Yeah, I was literally up the whole entire night. No laughing matter, is it? Okay, so I'm going to pin the link for the live Chick Candy real quick before we get started. Give me just a second. Okay, here we go. Okay, here's something funny. When the video started tonight, I hesitated at the very beginning because I couldn't remember what to say. That's how messed up I am right now. Okay, so all the comments that I've seen so far are all, oh, okay, there we go. There's Facebook. Okay, so we've got YouTube and Facebook. Yep. Okay, I'm just confirming that I'm not seeing things. Yeah, so good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining me on my, on a different night, not my normal schedule. So this is the project that we're making tonight. And if you, so the problem with my project tonight is that I don't have a current Thanksgiving greeting, but my son's birthday is always on around Thanksgiving. Sometimes it's on Thanksgiving itself, and then sometimes it's all around it. This year it's actually before Thanksgiving, but I don't have a Thanksgiving greeting that is a current stamp set. So this is going to be my blessing mix container for the year. And when we're done with making the project, I'll show you the blessing mix poem and all the ingredients for it. I do make it every single year. It normally does have some type of give thanks or happy Thanksgiving. I normally do make these for our Thanksgiving table, but I will not be doing that this year just because I'm having surgery in 3 weeks. So I'm starting to freak out. If you thought last year's surgery, right before Thanksgiving was my kidney cancer, this year they're cutting me down through here. Yes, vertically. So yes, I'm starting to freak out. Okay, you got your prize. Awesome. I'm so glad you received it. I'm a little behind. I think last week's Chick Candy, Cindy, I sent your snowflakes today. What am I saying? Oh, last week's Chick Candy prizes, I have not shipped all of them, but I will Friday. Yeah, because I'm a day, yeah. Normally I'd say Thursday. Okay, so it opens up like this, and inside here you put your blessing mix. David ate all the he literally ate all the bugles. Okay, so the bundle that we're using today is the Fluffy Squirrel bundle, and we're also using the Nested Essentials dies. Okay, so I'm going to move this out of the way, and let's go ahead and stamp our images. And I re-inked Oh, your husband has kidney cancer. Hopefully it's the kind that I had and it doesn't require any chemo or radiation or anything. Just the removal of the mass, right? Okay. We're going to stamp all the images. I'm using, not sure why I have Versamark here. So Memento ink. And what I was saying is I just re-inked my pecan pie ink pad. I hope it works. Normally I like to do that. Way in advance, like 24 hours. But y'all know I was sick yesterday. Your birthday is the 29th. Debbie's mother's is the 29th. Chase's is the 23rd. Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry it has returned. I got my 3-year. I got my 6-month scan and all was well. And then I'll have another one. When will I have my next one? It's scheduled. Okay. I got to stop talking because I'm confusing myself, right? Let's start with the old squirrel. Listen, my husband laughs at me every time I say listen. I don't think I've said that on one of my videos yet, but I say it all the time. Listen, we have one friend that says, looky here. And then I say listen. I don't know. David always laughs because I say listen all the time, which probably means that, well, he doesn't do a very good job of listening to me, right? Okay. Memento ink. And then now, let me close that up. We're just going to do this. We're going to do the squirrel first. And then cut him out and then do the others. Now, let's all hold our breath and hope that this works out because, like I said, I re-inked. Oh, it looks like it worked. Ooh. Now it looks like it's going to be too dark. We'll see. Holy smokes. See, that's why I like to let it set for 24 hours. That does not look good, does it? Whoops. Let's just see how this is going to turn out. Holy cow. See what I mean? Well, the other thing that we can do is we can just color it with our blends. So that's what I'm going to do because I'll try it one more time, and if it doesn't work out, then I'll color it with my blends, okay? This time I'm just going to just lightly ink it up. He looks like he's got the mange. Yeah, we're not using that one. I should have known that was going to happen. Maybe if let's try it one more time. I know y'all are probably thinking, okay, this is not your normal night, and now you're messing up. But what can I say? You know what? He actually just looks like he has freckles. So, squirrel pox. That is hilarious. You're right. It does look like he's got the squirrel pox. I'm just going to leave it. We're just going to use it. Oh, you know what I could do? This one actually looks better than that one. So let's see. I've never been much of a fan of two-step stamping because I can never line those things up to save my life. So let's see if I can. Whew, this is hard to see. Hey, that looks good. Look at there. I'm just providing y'all some entertainment tonight, right? Okay, so let's use the scissors to cut that out. And then we're going to punch him out. Which doesn't sound right, does it? Okay, punch him out, cut him out. Sometimes we like to punch out a squirrel because they get on our bird feeders and knock them down and tear them apart. I just put my bird buddy back out yesterday for the first time. David's like, you know all the songbirds have flown south, don't you? I'm like, oops, I forgot about that. You're right. Okay, so now I'm going to stamp the other images, which is, okay, remind me. Here we go. One over here and one over here. I should have stamped both of them over there. Oh well. Hey, that's neat. I'll save that. And then now we got to stamp the present. I'm looking at it. I'm like, what am I saying? Of course, if you're making a blessing mix and not a birthday, then you would forego the present, right? Maybe no, I'm going to make it exactly the same. My bird buddy is hanging on a hook that's attached to the, here's the greeting, which is going to go right there. It's attached, yeah, it's attached. So he climbs up the pole, not the pole. He climbs up. But guess what? We have our other bird feeder on a pole. And the raccoon and the squirrel can climb the pole. Yeah, the raccoon too. In fact, he's broke 2 of my bird feeders now. Okay, now it's working. Thank goodness. And oh, wrong one. Sorry, my hand's itching. It's a good thing I have wet wipes here. David is actually hunting. He went hunting today. So he is not here right now. So I don't have to worry about any noises in the background. There's that. And then the little flowers. Although I wouldn't have, you know what, I'm going to leave the flowers off because I will give this to Chase. So I have the flowers, but we're going to forego the flowers because I can't give this to Chase with flowers on it. And now I'm going to get my, did I stamp the present? I did. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to color these. So I gotta look and see what I did. So the stump, whatever, is gonna be pecan pie. Okay, so I have a question for y'all. So next week is Thanksgiving week, right? And I go live on Tuesdays normally. And I don't want to skip next week because Stampin' Up is having a Black Friday special, which I'll share all the details about that in just a few minutes. But I was wondering, I have received a ton of gifts over the last several months. I mean, I have like 2 full containers. And I should have stamped that a little bit lower. Did I do this right? I did, but I was supposed to stamp this lower. I'm not going to redo it, but you're not going to be able to see it. That's okay. Maybe he's just covering it up, right? So my question is, that was pecan pie. Now I'm using Daffodil Delight. So I was wondering if next week, instead of making a project, because I know all y'all are going to be getting ready for Thanksgiving yourself. You're going to be shopping and what have you. What do you think about me just going live and showing you the all the cards and gifts that I've received in the last few months? Like Shauna sent me this amazing Frankie salt and pepper shaker. You're just not going to believe it. It is so stinking cute. Vicki, I got your card too. Thank you so much. That was a beautiful card. Yeah, so I've received lots of crumb cake. Lots of nice gifts, cards, mainly cards and some gifts. And I was just wondering, because I'm going to have the whole family there in the, in the house with me. So I was wondering how y'all felt about, okay, this is pecan pie too. Yeah, so would that be okay with y'all? It's just to show you the cards and what have you. Yeah, because I don't want to skip going live, but at the same time, to take my trimmer and all that stuff to the lake house, it just, yeah. We try to spend, oh, I went outside the line. We try to spend one of the holidays with Dave's parents since they're down there. So that's why we're going there. Okay, I just need to fussy cut this present real quick. Yeah, so hopefully y'all were okay with that. I mean, I could change my mind if things go better than I planned. The problem is because I'm having major surgery in 3 weeks, I've got to get my house in order. I've got to get all my Christmas shopping done, which I've started. My little mini trees are up, the same trees I put up last year because I just couldn't tackle decking out the whole house for the holidays because of my surgery last year. I know you're like, please don't have surgery next year. That is our goal. Mine and David's goal. We set goals. That goal for next year is to not have surgery. Okay, so this piece measures 4 by 2, and I'm going to use my tailored tag punch, which is retired, to flag the end. I know some of you guys can flag the end of items or paper. with your scissors. I'm not very good at it, to be honest. So this punch will stay in my possession forever. Okay, so now we're going to make the box. I don't want to lose those things. So let me get all these out of the way. I'm tidying up. Okay. This can come up in here. This measures 8.5 by 11. And I'm going to get my Simply Scored scoring tool. And I'm going to score on the 8.5 inch side. No, yeah, 8.5 inch side at 2.5 and 6. And then on the 11 inch side, I'm going to score at 4.5 and 6.5. This is a super easy project, and you can whip out a whole bunch of these really quickly. So if you wanted to have a little gift for everybody at your Thanksgiving table, this is a super simple one. It goes together really quickly. I make this container every year. I've used it for every occasion. Halloween, Christmas, birthday, Thanksgiving, Mother's Day, you name it. Okay, so I've folded on all the score lines. I've burnished it with my bone folder. And then now what I'm going to do is, this is very beautiful paper, isn't it? It's called Autumn Toil? Autumn Toil? Toile. Okay, so now this, unfortunately, one side of this is right side up, right? The right side is up. Well, on the back side, it's upside down images. Oops, we could have used a different paper, but guess what? The other paper just isn't as beautiful as this one. So I'm okay having upside down images on the back. That's one of the things I look for when I buy fabric, is I look for non-directional fabric. So that way I don't have upside down fabric anywhere, right? Okay, so the next step now is you've got these little corners, right? There's a corner here, a corner here, a corner here, and a corner there. So what you're going to do is you're going to fold that. You're going to keep your finger on that corner and then fold this over to line up with this side, okay? And then just burnish with your bone folder. So now you need to do this on all 4 corners. So I just like to keep my fingernail right in that corner, fold this over, press down, and then burnish. Thank you, Debbie. I feel like, well, I mean, I am 60. I feel like my hands are finally aging. Like I was watching one of my older videos, and I was like, oh my gosh, look how young my hands looked. Yeah. You know, let me tell you the secret, Debbie. I put lotion on my hands probably 25 times a day. I cannot stand to get my hands wet. I have sensory issues. So every time I wash my hands, I put lotion on. And sometimes I put lotion on even when I don't wash my hands. Okay, last one. Yeah, that's what I say is my secret to, and I've done it my whole entire life because I just cannot, sometimes I'll get out of bed because of my dry hands. I know that sounds so ridiculous. Okay, so you just bring it up just like that. So see why I said, like, you can literally make 100 of these so quickly. Yeah, so if you're looking for a really quick project for next week, and then these little binder clips you can get on Amazon. You can get them at Staples or Office Max. So I'm just going to bring this up. You would put your blessing mix inside there. And then use your little clippy. And let's go ahead and add this thingy. And I like to glue it down. You could clip it if you wanted to. So where's my adhesive? My vision is so blurry today. I don't know why. Okay, so then just glue this down. We call our squirrel that gets on the bird feeder and on the deck, we call him Sammy. But we've been calling all of our squirrels. So way back when Dave and I first got married, we had the house we were renting had really beautiful trees in the backyard, and we we watched that squirrel, of course, climb on the I cannot talk tonight. The bird feeders. And so every squirrel that we see, we always just call him Sammy the squirrel. It just sounds good, doesn't it? Okay, so I'm going to add Sammy right here. And if you're just started watching, yes, I'm covering up the stump by accident. And then now we're going to add this to the front. I was going to say it's peeling up, but I guess I didn't put adhesive there, did I? So Debbie says wait, it's frozen? I don't think my blood sugar's up. It shouldn't be. I can tell you it is 138. That's a little high. You know what? I want to make sure that my ribbon doesn't completely cover. So we're going to do the ribbon next. And I do think that this beautiful ribbon is on back order. If I'm not mistaken, it is called Gold Striped. It's so beautiful and so easy to tie bows. I say that and then now all of a sudden I'm struggling. Okay, let's start over. There we go. That's much better. Okay, Mary Catherine said squirrels are so, what'd you say? Squirrels are so destructive and entertaining. Goodness gracious, I almost trimmed my ribbon too short. And you are correct. And yes, so today I was on the phone. Becky, are you here today? I was on the phone with Becky and we were talking about the items that are on back order until February. Don't even ask me what the heck is going on with that. February? For Pete's sakes, it is coming from on the slow boat from China, right? That's the only explanation I have. February? Sorry, I would use a different ribbon if I could, but so I'm going to tell you with the Black Friday through Cyber Monday special, please do your shopping early. I know, because things are going to sell out and then it's going to be like there's nothing there. So yeah. Okay, so this is going to go here now. Yeah, February. I couldn't even believe it. February. I mean, this is November, December, January. That's 3 months. I have no explanation. None. Well, yeah, I have no explanation. Okay, so now we're going to add the little present with a little mini dimensional. On the 15th of November, I got a Facebook notification that we had gotten Bella 14 years ago. And of course, I sobbed for an hour. I'm like, oh my gosh, I still miss Ruru so much. I almost posted it on Facebook, but then I was like, no, I better not. People are probably going to be like, okay, we're done with you boo-hooing about Ruru. Yes, I 14 years ago on November 15th. Okay, so now our embellishment. I think the reason I thought of her is because she too could hold things with her hands, with her paws, just like squirrels. We used to laugh at her so much. Okay, I forgot. I put these in here and I forgot that I was supposed to trim the cardboard. So I'm not the only one that calls. Oh, goodness gracious. I forgot to mention to y'all that when I buy these, I normally trim the cardboard to make it much easier. Yes. Okay, now we're going to do a medium one here, and then a smallie, and then another smallie up here. Joan said you could clone her like Tom Brady. I still can't believe he did that. Yeah, I'm shocked by that. I have no other comment to say about that other than I'm shocked, right? Yeah. Yeah, I'm shocked. Okay, so here is the Blessing Mix container. Now, I don't have the Blessing Mix. So do you guys need me to show you a picture of the Blessing Mix? So here's the poem that you can print on my website. I will make sure that that I link to it on my blog post tomorrow so that you can print them. But here's the poem, and you just cut them and then attach it to the back, okay? Yeah. Here's the poem. How many do you get to a page? I think you get 9 for this one, but I have several of them on my website. So you're going to have bugles, pretzels, candy corn, orange slices, those really yucky orange slices, and then peanuts. And then you're going to put them in a bag, and then they're going to go inside here, and then everyone eats them. So I think I told you guys last year, and probably the year before and the year before, that when I put them on our Thanksgiving table, it's so funny because some people will save it forever, like me, and then some people tear it open right then and there, and they eat it. And I'm like, oh, they're... Well, I made it for them to eat them, right? But you could save them forever. Okay, now I got to remember to give this to Chase. Put some money in there, some cash. Okay, so let me share with you really quick about the Black Friday. Hey, Kara. So here's the special for Black Friday. There is going to be 40% off Stampin' Blends. Okay, hello. We use Stampin' Blend markers tonight. In fact, we use them almost every week. I didn't use the green or the freesia because I left off the flowers. But you guys know I love Stampin' Blends. If you have your heart set on them, order them early because they're probably going to go on back order. So trimmer blades, the paper trimmer and blades. So the blades. 25% off select adhesive. Some adhesive is already on low inventory, so I don't know if there's going to be a restock of that. So some of it's already on low inventory. And then 15% off of select cardstock. I think there's also some cardstock that's already on low inventory. So get your order in early. And I'm offering double Chic rewards. So if you're not familiar with my Chic rewards, check it out. It's a very generous customer appreciation program. So those of you that stick with me, have stuck by my side through everything the last couple years, thank you so much. And hopefully you'll take advantage of the double Chic rewards. I do have a favor though. If you need to redeem them, wait until the week after Thanksgiving to send me the form, because but Thanksgiving week I'm probably going to get like 6,000 spam emails. Not spam, like advertisement. I mean, I try to keep my inbox clear, but there's so much. Like if you subscribe to one person, you get an email every single day. Aren't y'all glad I don't do that? Aren't you so glad I don't email you every single day? Or maybe you want me to. Okay, so the next thing to share with you is our Chick Candy winner for last week is Deborah Mackey. Congrats, Deborah. I used Comment Picker to draw the name, so she is the name. And Deborah, I need your address. Here's the link. Here's the QR code. Just give me your mailing address and I will mail you your prize. This week's is going to be this brand new set. This is a current set. Gathering Moments dies and stamp set. And all you have to do is leave a comment on this video when it's over. So not the chat box that's going on right now, but the actual comments when the video is over. So I think I have this here. So here's the thing for that. Okay. And I forgot to show y'all the live prizes for tonight. So I gave you the link, but I never showed you the prizes. So we're going to have 3 winners tonight. I'm holding up my fingers. 3. Or let's see. 2 and 1 makes 3. So put this over here so everybody can see what we made tonight. So option number 1 is either this fabric basket. I need to iron it. So this fabric basket or this trinket tray. Okay, so option number 1 is the fabric basket or the trinket tray. Option number 2 is a full pack of cardstock. Your choices are pumpkin pie, peach pie, like both of those, and petunia pop. Okay, so that's option 2. Option 3 is going to be the embellishments. So you can choose either the adhesive backed swirl dots. So the swirl dots are these natural color. And then the regal foiled adhesive back dots. So either or. Okay? So those are our choices. I've got my timer here. You do have to be present to win because you're going to make your selection. So do we have any questions before I do the prizes? Okay, so Sherry says, so those of you that are over on Facebook, please hop over to YouTube. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Facebook is changing. They change stuff every week, and there's absolutely no control on my end of how Facebook runs. I don't know if you guys remember, there was a short period there where I stopped going live on Facebook because it was so wonky and I was afraid I was going to lose followers. Well, and they also delete my video every 30 days. So all my social proof is now gone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this link to the video, and those of you that are on Facebook, maybe you can hop over. Let's see, did it paste? Okay, so in the comments section, yeah, sorry guys. I just post, if you're on Facebook and you can hear me, I just posted the link to the video to YouTube. Hop over. I don't know why it's not working. Sorry about that. Yeah, if I could fix it, I would, but it's not on my end. Those of you that are on, okay, so Lori said she moved over to YouTube. Okay, so if you can still hear me, everybody that's on Facebook, please hop over to YouTube. I just gave you the link over on Facebook. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, if you just look in the comment section. Perfect. Okay, so now I was looking for questions before we do the live prizes. So I'm going to give everybody a couple minutes to get over from Facebook to YouTube. Sorry. And then I'm gonna look for the questions while we're waiting. So Kathy says, I'm glad you don't email every day. I appreciate that. You're right. Some people do email twice a day too. Kara says she loves the fall sets in the catalog. Becky says she just bought a new trimmer. She should have waited. I'm sorry. Trimmer blades are always handy. Kara, you like the orange slices? My husband loves them too. I can't. They're like pure sugar. I'd rather have pecan pie or peach pie, right? Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead now and pull the names for the prizes. What's the fabric pattern for the red bag? This is just my standard fabric basket that I've made like thousands of. Yeah, just the fabric basket that I make. Yeah, this is actually, I think, Lori Holt fabric. This is one of my earlier ones. Okay, I got sidetracked. Several of you guys love orange slices. I think my sister loves them too. Okay, give me just a minute. I'm going to hop over there and get all the entries for the Chick Candy, and then I will share my screen and we will do the prizes. Okay, so this is shocking, I guess, because we lost a lot of people. There's only 134 entries tonight. That's way down, but that's okay. It is what it is, right? My normal night, we usually have close to 200. Okay, so let me download these real quick. Okay, what happened? A pop-up came up. Here we go. I need my keyboard. Today is the 19th. Okay, Angie, 19th, 11, 19, and save. And I just got to copy them into the wheel of names now, and we can get going. Copy. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, goodness. Y'all can't even see the names because I messed up. Well, here we go. For some reason, my normal wheel of names is changed. Okay, I'm going to share my screen now. Y'all are probably like, what in the world is she doing? Um, Normally Wheel of Names is customized with my colors and my logo, but for some reason when I logged in today it was gone. Okay, share my screen. Here we go. Wait. Close ads. There we go. Okay, this does not look like our normal screen, right? Turn the volume up. Here we go. Francis, congrats. So I need to know which item you would like. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. And I need you to let us know which item you would like. So Francis Ramirez, which item would you like? Let's see. Oh my goodness gracious, those circle peanuts. Oh, those things are awful. I could actually vomit. The discussions we're having is so funny. Oh my gosh, I could never eat a circus peanut. Those are the grossest things ever. That's like Pepto-Bismol. Okay, so Francis, if you are here, whoops, I got to set the timer. Um, your choices are cardstock, embellishment, or fabric. And then once you want the pumpkin pie, you got it. I'm assuming you mean pumpkin pie cardstock, right? Yeah, there's no pumpkin pie. So then now the cardstock is off the table because she chose the pumpkin pie. So now we still have the embellishments and the fabric items. So now I'm going to draw the next winner. And let's see. I'm going to share my screen again. And here goes the next winner. Danette. Danette. Okay, Danette, if you are here, I need to know which item you would like. Your choices are either this fabric basket or this trinket tray or the embellishment. So you can say fabric or embellishment and then we'll move on and you can just let me know which item. So embellishments or fabric. And the stream is very slow, right? Peggy said, yes, congrats. Peggy said, circus peanuts and fruitcake get passed through generations. You want the trinket tray. You've got it. Okay, don't forget, those of you that won, I need you to fill out my claim form. I'll put that link up in just a minute. Let's see. Claim form. Here we go. So if your name is drawn. So the fabric item is off the table now. So the last gift is the embellishments. So I'm going to share my screen again and we'll draw the final winner. And I will still do prizes next week. Yeah, so I'll make sure that I do chick candy. Congrats, Judy. Okay, which embellishment would you like, Judy? They're both called dots. So this is the swirl dots, and these are the regal dots. And let me take this off my screen. Okay. There is a terrible lag. It's a serious lag. It's a good thing that my normal nights are on Tuesday and not Wednesday, because I don't know what's going on. Maybe a bunch of churches are streaming their live. Yeah, maybe a bunch of churches are streaming live on Wednesday. I don't know. So I'm still waiting to hear from Judy. Oh, you got it. Regal Dots. There you are. So you guys were on top of it tonight. Perfect. Okay, so our 3 winners, congrats to all 3 of you. Please fill out my Chick Candy claim form. It makes it so much easier to find your address. And once I have surgery in 3 weeks, if I need to delegate any shipping, it's just going to make everything so much easier, right? Yeah, so for those of you that are not going to be here next Tuesday with me, I hope you have a happy Thanksgiving. I will be here Tuesday. I will probably show all the cards I've received instead of making a project. But who knows? Maybe I'll make a really cute, simple project, like maybe a little card or a gift enclosure card. That's a good idea, right? A gift enclosure card or tags. That's another good idea. Okay, any last minute questions before I sign off? Yeah, it's a little early tonight. I normally go all the way to 8, but these little things are so easy to make. Carol said she just got home from church. Hi, Carol. And all the winners were really quick tonight too, right? Everyone was here and chose their gift very quickly. So although there was a serious lag, it went by really quick, right? Yeah. So the free PDF for this project will be posted tomorrow. Yeah, on my blog, and I'll give you guys the link. Yes. So if you don't plan on watching me next Tuesday, happy Thanksgiving. But I will see y'all next week for sure. And don't forget about the Black Friday. I'm going to put that back up here again because it's super important, right? Black Friday, Cyber Monday sale. Kara, did you sign up for the block of the month today? I sent that picture to you and one of my other sewing friends. Someone asked, "What's an ink? What's an ink bundle?" I'm not familiar with an ink bundle. Deborah says that she loves the basket. Is it a zipper bag? I think that you won last. What did you win? I'm looking around here. I'm glad that you love it. I'm not familiar with an ink bundle. Where did you see an ink bundle? Whoever that was that asked about the ink bundle, I am not familiar with an ink bundle. Yeah. Okay, Kara, that's good. We'll do it together. We'll motivate although I don't think you need much motivation, girl. You crank out some quilts. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Whoever asked the question, if you're still here, I do not know what an ink bundle is. Yeah, it's on the 40% off link. Oh, it does say ink bundles. Oh, I know what it is. I'm such a dingbat sometimes. So sorry. Can I blame it on the fact that I was sick for over 24 hours? Let me show you what an ink bundle is. Okay, I don't know if my I don't have my catalog in here. I think it's upstairs in the kitchen. I'll pull it up online and I'll show you. I'll do a screen share. So an ink bundle. Give me 1 second. I didn't even read that. Isn't that funny that you can just look at something and not even see it? I'm pulling them up now to show you. Okay, let me make this smaller. Or I'm just going to share my screen real quick. So an ink bundle, I'm assuming, is going to be either a... Wait, let me close this so you can see. So when you go to my Stampin' Up website, we have, oops, ink refill. Oh, wait, I'm moving things on the wrong screen. So we have ink refill bundles, and then we also have like ink pad bundles right here. So so it says ink bundles. So I'm assuming it's going to be the ink refill bundles, but I don't know because there's no explanation, because we have stamp pad bundles and we have ink bundles. It does say ink bundles, so I'm going to assume that it's on this page 1, that it's going to be the ink refill. I don't know. Yeah, because these are $49. So if they're 40% off, holy smokes, 40% off of $49.50? That's a heck of a deal, right? Yeah. Okay, sorry I was such a dingbat. Yeah. I'm going to stop sharing my screen now and go back to this brain freeze. Yes, I had a brain freeze. Yes, so they will be. It says, I just copied this straight from the Stampin' Up website. So 40% off the paper trimmer and the blades, 40% off Stampin' Blends, 40% off ink bundles, 25% off of select adhesive, and 15% off of select cardstock. So I'm telling you guys again, if you want any of that product that's going to be on sale, please order early, because what's going to happen is you're going to want a crumb cake Stampin' Blend marker for 40% off, and it's going to be out of stock. So yeah, because even I'm going to order some new Stampin' Blend markers. I've got a handful that I need new ones. The squirrel's still messing with me. I'm going to blame it on being sick. Yeah, even David's like, what in the heck happened to you? I'm like, I have no idea. Maybe it was something I ate, because it started literally like 2 hours after I ate. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I explained the ink bundles. So sorry. You would think I was saying, I saw the first 2 lines, and for some reason, I never even saw the word ink bundle. That's because I copied it right from the Stampin' Up website. I didn't even type it. I just copy and pasted it. It could be ink pads too. Who knows? Yeah. So again, the sale starts the 25th. What's the 25th? What day is that? Is that Tuesday? Heck yeah. See, I'm going live that day. But don't wait till I go live to order, because by that time, some of the popular colors may already be gone. Right? Yeah. So it goes till, and then on December 1st, there's going to be a paper pumpkin special on Cyber Monday. Yeah. November 25th. November 25th. So I'm assuming that once it hits the 25th Mountain Time, so that would be, if you're on Central Time, that would be 1 a.m. would be midnight. Yeah, I would say midnight Mountain Time or 1 a.m. Whoops, sorry about that. Okay, any other questions before I sign off? Okay, I think that's it. Okay, you guys have a great week, and I will see you next Tuesday, same time, same place. Have a great weekend. See you later.